Hello. I just wanted to come on and talk to y'all just for a minute today. I've been out doing some shopping to pick up some things that I needed for projects that I plan to do. It's going to be a busy canning week. I've got that brisket that I mentioned earlier thawing in the refrigerator. And so tomorrow I will make the marinade to put that brisket in and let it sit overnight. So I will be doing that barbecue from the brisket on Friday. And then tomorrow, you can see right here, I've got fresh chicken. And so I've been meaning for a month to do some more chicken. I'm also going to be doing some chicken noodle soup starter. And I'll explain more about what that's about whenever I get to that point. And then I wanted to show you this. Okay, so this is a 10-pound box, of which I bought 2. And so this is Philly cheesesteak meat. I'm going to open it and show you what I get here. I'm not going to touch this with my hand, but I will show you here. There's a cheesesteak they're separated. And so what I'm going to do with that, I'm letting those thaw. And then I'm going to can the Philly cheesesteak meat. And I wanted to tell you about this Philly cheesesteak meat that I buy. I go to a local warehouse. It's not like a Sam's Club. It's more of a discount warehouse where they buy a lot of closeouts and stuff like this, but this meat comes frozen. They freeze it prior to the expiration date on it. So it extends the life of it. And of course, I'm going to bring it home and can it anyway, so I'm going to extend the life of it for another, 3 or 4 years. It'll probably not last that long in my house. But as I do this video, I will show you all some things or tell you some things, some ways that I use this meat. But one of the things I wanted to point out to you, right now in most of the grocery stores in my area, ground beef is $5.80 a pound, something close to that. And this Philly cheesesteak meat is about $3.70 a pound. Now, that's a big difference. And this is shaved roast meat. So, if you go buy a roast and bring it home and shave it, it's probably going to be, $8 a pound. So, and you might get it on sale for $6.50 or $7. But anyway, this can be used in place of ground beef to layer in a casserole and lots of different things. So be sure and be watching so you can learn how I do this. And so I try to keep a certain amount of meat on my shelves. And so those are getting low. And then I'm also planning to try to contact some farms this week where I buy produce. Due to the amount of rain that we have gotten over the last 3 or 4 weeks, it was cold. My grandson actually put out a few tomato plants and some pepper plants, and I think the rain has pretty much done them in. The vines are all turned yellow, and I'll be shocked if we get any tomatoes or peppers off of them. And after the whole thing happened with Sadie, and if y'all don't know about that, you can go back. There are videos about that. And we needed to build a porch, and so every dry day that we've worked on building that porch so that my daughter could get in and out with Sadie, because the way she was going in and out was up 5 or 6 steps, and it was too dangerous with her carrying Sadie. So anyway, I'm not sure if we're going to get a full garden out this year. I may still try to put out a few tomato plants and some cucumbers. But other than that, just some stuff to eat on. I'm going to probably try to buy my produce this year from local farmers. And of course, I've been doing this for so many years that I know a lot of the farmers, and so I'm going to get on the phone and call them and say, hey, what have you got this year, so that I can start planning. I've already talked with one that lives close to me, and he's going to let me know as soon as his Blue Lake green beans come in, and also his white half runners. And of course, he has corn every year, so I don't usually grow corn. I just buy it from him. He's good to let me get the corn from him. And so anyway, I just wanted to kind of give you a heads up. Be looking for videos, because there's probably going to be a major video just about every day the rest of this week, and probably into next week too, because I may, if I go to the farms, I may go ahead and bring back some tomatoes. They've already got the greenhouse tomatoes in, and I suspect that the greenhouse tomatoes may be better than the field tomatoes this year because of the amount of rain that we have received. And so it's going to be a busy next couple of weeks. And so anyway, be watching, because I want to show you how I do the marinade for that brisket, and then especially how I do the chicken noodle soup starter. And that's something that we use that recipe throughout the winter. Sometimes, in the spring and fall, not so much in the summer, but you can have homemade chicken noodle soup in just a few minutes. And so, anyway, y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, and God bless you.